I just finished watching a video titled Why I Am Not Voting from a channel of a individual that I respect for his knowledge and for his views on different things. And I left a lengthy reply, and I did not tell him to vote. I did not tell him what to do, but instead I told him why I am voting. So I would like to share that with you and just summarize my lengthy statement to him. So here we go. I am a seventh generation North American. My earliest ancestor, his first name was Aaron. He was born in 1754, before the Revolutionary War, and back when we had colonies. I know where he was, but I do not know his involvement in the Revolutionary War. He could have sat out, he could have been a soldier, I do not know. And I do not know when he came over. He may have been born here, or he may have come after the Revolutionary War. So we just do not have that information. But nonetheless, he was here, he died here, and he died after our country was formed and we gained our independence. So I am a seventh generation North American. That's how I choose to talk about my family and ancestry and how I fit in. And sticking on the family side, my uncle died fighting the Germans. Hi, sweetie. Okay. And he died fighting the Germans in February of 1944 at Anzio, Italy, so that we would not be speaking German. So he answered that call of duty and paid the ultimate sacrifice. My father was a tri-vet. He was drafted in 45, did not see any action. He got there right at the end of the war. He was actually on an MV ship headed toward Japan when the bombs fell. So he did a year in Okinawa and then came back and was processed out. And then he came back in, and he saw service in Korea. He crossed that line. He fought the North Koreans and the Chinese, did a year, a little more than a year, and fighting the Koreans, and earned a battlefield commission. He was a forward observer in an artillery unit. And then he remained in the Army and was later sent to Vietnam. And when he returned from Vietnam, the state of our country was in shambles. And that's we're being spit on at the airport, being called baby killers and whatnot. So my father decided to burn his uniforms. Yeah. Well, I don't know if he burned them, but he threw them away. And he moved the family. He retired because he had 20, and he moved the family to the central part of the United States. And then myself, I have served for 25 years. I know that feeling of going on deployment, of which I did many, and coming home and literally getting on my knees and kissing the soil of the United States, because I have seen chaos globally and around the world. So that touches on family. And I also have others in the family that have served and whatnot, including my own children. But expanding beyond that are the people that fought in the Revolutionary War, the Continental Congress that gave us our beautiful republic, that while at first voting was only for those that owned land, essentially, the documents were worded such that it gave the right of all citizens to vote. So we have that. And then realizing that there are just countless countries throughout the world that both envy us and hate us at the same time. They envy us for our Bill of Rights. Their citizens do. Their governments hate that. They envy us for our wealth. They envy us for a whole bunch of things, but they also hate us at the same time because we do not exercise, um, you know, uh, direct control over our citizens under our system of government, three equal branches of government. So there's that. There's the fact that although I recognize I live in a blue state where the Electoral College nullifies my vote for president, I understand the Electoral College enough to respect it. And I know why it's there, because it was written by the states and to give equal footing for the states so that largely populated states could not just get their will over other states. So I respect our form of government. And I vote to be heard. I vote because no matter how much bitterness is being tossed my way to discourage my vote, that will never be enough to destroy my dignity and my self-respect from voting. So that is pretty much it in a nutshell. Those are the reasons why I vote, because I live in the best damned country the world has ever seen, uh, in certainly in the past few hundred years. So, we are in a battle. We are in a struggle. It is good versus evil. It is the globalist, the New World Order that wants us to be taken out. And the only thing that we have standing in the way of that is our vote. This is the Cold War Sailor out.